Well, if you're feeling way down low, tune into the Kris Harper Show. Everything's gonna fall right into place.
What's up, guys? I have had several days to recuperate from all the fishing I was doing. Ready to get back after them again. It's rainy today, so I don't know how much footage I'll actually be able to capture, just like it's been the last several trips, but I really do think the fishing's going to be on this evening. I'm going to stay right up here next to my house in Lake Charles. Obviously, per the rules of the competition, I still have to launch at a public launch, so that's what I'm going to do right now. And I really think I could catch all 4 species today up here. I don't know if I will catch all 4, but I'm mainly going to target trout and reds, and maybe I'll go after some flounder, and I might be able to catch a small bass or 2 today as well. But really just focusing on trout and reds today. So let's get out there and see if we can find some. The water clarity is really not that bad right now, considering all the rain that we have got. So we've had some good tidal movement to bring it out. And this incoming tide ought to bring some nice water in. It's still raining, even right now. There's clouds over here. I'm about to have to put up the camera. Sorry, guys. But if I catch anything of note, of course, I'll let you know. This is the first time I've been fishing for this tournament. I caught a bass that I could have entered, but I didn't have my identifier printed out yet, and that was in the KBF tourney. So I would have an 18.5-inch bass on the board right now, but I don't. That's okay. We're going to go after some bigger bass in the next month or 2, because I did sign up for the October State Challenge for KBF. I'm going to try to qualify for the National Championship, and if not, that's all right. We just started here at the end of the year, so there's always next year. Alright, visibility is a little worse over here than it was in my first spot, so I'm going to put on a darker bait. Matter of fact, one of the darkest ones I have. Spartacus. Well, I just ran up on the first sign of fish feeding activity, and that was a slick. Oh, hey, there's another fish. It's probably a gaff top. Oh, wait, is it a speck? Yeah, it came up to the surface. Nice. Well, should have kept the camera out, I guess. As you can see, it's raining. I just swapped out my battery. And this isn't a big speck. It's probably a keeper. All right, well, there he is, probably about 13 inches. I guess I'll put him on the board and at least measure him. That's what I love about going into the fall, you guys. There's a ton of fish this size up here, and there's about to be a ton more, even bigger. I love it. Almost 13.25, so he'd be 13. Not big enough, certainly big enough to keep. Perfect eating size trout, but we're gonna throw him back. We could easily limit out on trout right here, but I think we wanna go find some bigger ones. I'm going to work this area for a bit and see if I can find some better fish down at the bottom of the school. And if I can't, I'll just keep moving. All right, I got to put up the camera. It's raining too hard. Sorry, guys. All right, it's still raining pretty bad, as you can see, but I got a nice red on. I just caught another one about 18, but I didn't fashion a stringer like I said I would, but this one's going to go on the board for the tournament, so I have to release him as well if I can get him in. This is on an egret baits kick a mullet, because there's a lot of mullet around and that's what they're feeding on. This bait slow suspending, kind of like a corky broken back, but it's the hard back version of that. This is a good fish. Oh my goodness, he almost ripped the rod out of my hands, y'all. All right, sorry I can't put the camera in the mount, because I've got to reach over and somehow get the net and hold this camera over here. Oh man. All right. Ugh. Well, he's not as big as I thought, but he's still going to go on the board. He's got 2 hooks in him, pretty good. Oh well, he's not as big as I thought. Maybe 23, 24. All right. I think I can get him to hit 24 3/4, but when I take it off, it's 24.5. So we'll just deal with 24.5 for now. 24.5 it is. Let's get this guy back in the water. Oh, he's already ready to go. Jeez, that's a strong fish. Oh man, the lens is fogging up and it's full of rain, so I gotta throw the camera back in the dry box, but at least we're on the board with our redfish. Let's go find a trout. Well guys, the lens is fogging up and it's still raining out here, but I got on a pretty good trout bite. And I know I said that I wasn't going to put a trout on the board unless it was 15 inches or bigger, but the biggest one I found today was a little over 14. So I went ahead and took a picture of it, and it's time to upload my pictures of my redfish and my trout and see where the standings put me. And I think I'm going to go after some bass this week, and I'm going to include the entire slam in this video, and then I'll start doing some upgrades, and I'll put that in another video. So stay tuned. Well, I just picked up a tiny flounder. I don't even know if I'll be able to land him. There he is. Look at that. Certainly not going to win a tournament, but we'll put him on the board just for fun. This might be the smallest flounder I've ever caught. I'm not even joking. It's like 10.5 inches. Got him, 11 inches. Try to get a release on him. Alright, buddy, there you go. There you go. Alright, well, we're 3/4 of the way of fulfilling our slam. Let's see if we can find a bigger fish, though. We still got a little time. Well, guys, there's hardly a cloud in the sky. I think we're just still too close to the front that came through. It ought to get better in the next few days, but I'm out here drop shotting some structure, marking some fish. It might be crappie. Pretty tightly schooled. Just don't think today's the day to catch any big fish for sure. Well, that's what we're working with. I just found some structure and drop shotted this monster. I don't think we're gonna bother measuring him. Hey, at least we didn't get skunked today. Just no fish on the board. Well, I picked up another one. This is the big bass of the day, and they are just deep. Oh well, he's gonna go on the board for now. Well, my battery ran dead, but I went ahead and measured that fish, and it was 11.5 inches. So right now, that's my bass for the Cajun slam. At least I've completed the slam now, and it's time to do some upgrades, hopefully on the bass today. And I don't even know if you can submit a fish smaller than 12 inches to the state challenge, so I'm not even going to bother with that. I probably need a 19.5 to 20 inch average just to qualify for the national championship. So not finding those big fish today, but I'm going to keep looking. GoPro, start recording. There's one. Fish, huh? Yep, he's a little better. Not a great one, but better than the last one. They feed well in here, but they're not very long. He's a little bigger. All right, back you go, buddy. There he goes. All right, well, there's a small upgrade for the Cajun Slam. Whew, guys, that was a rough one. It was a grind out there. Should have caught several more fish, had a lot of bites, but they were all small, no real size to speak of. That's okay. We finally finished our Cajun Grand Slam. Now it's time to go do some upgrades. And as far as the KBF State Challenge, I have a lot of work ahead of me. So I think I'm going to come back out here in a couple days, try on Sunday. Today's Friday. So I really think right before that front, some of those big fish are going to be biting. And I think the cool weather is going to put them in shallow water. So it's going to be a lot of fun. As always, if you like these videos, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell your friends about it. And we will see you right here next time on the Kris Harper Show. Have a good day.